also known as optimum batch quantity. Economic batch quantity is the size of the batch at which the production of the product will be most economical. In other words, it is the optimum size of the batch.
என்னடி சொல்ற? நீ என்ன சொல்ற?
Determination of economic batch quantity. The determination of the economic batch quantity is similar to the determination of the economic order quantity. Different formula are used to determination of the economic batch quantity. Following formula is used for the determination of the economic batch quantity. EBQ is equal to root of 2US divided by C, where EBQ is equal to economic batch quantity. U refers to the unit to be produced in a year or annual usage of the product in a year, and S refers to the setting up cost per batch. C refers to the carrying cost per unit, protection per unit. That is where the rate of interest on cost of protection per unit is given. The following formula may be used for the determination of the economic batch quantity. The EBQ is equal to root of US divided by 1 into CS. The EBQ refers to the economic batch quantity. U refers to the unit to be produced in a year or annual usage of the product in a year. S refers to the setting up cost per batch. I refers to the interest rate per year. C refers to the cost of manufacture per unit. In simple word, it is used to find best batch size to minimize the cost. How will we ascertain the cost per unit under batch costing? A batch costing is a cost unit in batch costing. Cost per unit is ascertained by dividing the total cost of a batch by number of items produced in a batch. The costing procedure for the batch costing is similar to that of the job costing. Next, we will see the objectives of the economic batch quantity. The main objectives of the economic batch quantity is minimize the total cost. To determining the batch size that reduces the combined setup cost and carrying cost to the lowest possible level. The second objectives of economic batch quantity is reduce the setup cost. Lower the frequency of the protection runs to the save on the cost of settings up machines or protection line. Third objectives of the economic batch quantity is reduce the inventory holding cost. Avoid producing too much at once to minimize the storage, insurance, depreciation and obsolescence cost. Fourth objectives of the economic batch quantity is ensure continuous supply. Planned batch protection so demand is met without shortage, avoiding lost sales or protection stoppages. Fifth objectives of the economic batch quantity is improve protection efficiency. Organized production runs for smoother workflows and less downtime between the batches. The sixth objectives of the economic batch quantity is optimize use of resources. Makes the best use of the machine, labor and raw material without overburdening the system. Seventh objectives of the economic batch quantity is maintaining quality consistency. Producing manageable quantities to maintain product quality and reduce defect rates. The last objectives of economic batch quantity is improve profitability to optimize production cost and increase overall profitability. Next, we will see the advantages and disadvantages of EBQ. Merits of the economic batch quantity. Economic batch quantity balance the setup cost and carrying cost. Ensuring protection is done at the lowest possible cost. Helps in planning the right batch size to avoid the frequent setup or overprotection. By producing in optimal batch sizes, setup changes and reduce the saving time and effort. Adequate batch protection avoids stockouts and ensures smooth supply to meet demand. Machines, manpower and materials are used more efficiency. Demerits of the economic batch quantity. Economic batch quantity assumes the constant demand, fixed setup and carrying cost, which may not hold true irreversible business conditions. If demand suddenly increases or decreases, economic batch quantity may lead to overstocking or shortages. If economic batch quantity suggests a large batch sizes, it may increase inventory carrying cost. When demand is uncertain, the model does not easily adapt to rush order or seasonal demand variation. Small business may find calculation economic batch quantity unnecessarily or difficult due to limited resources and changing the demand.